Let's get to weekend observations.
It is time for Stugotz to share his game notes. No one in the media will tell you what happened better than my boy Stu.
Weekend observations brought to you by Miller Lite. Great taste, 96 calories, available for delivery. Dan, we set our calendars to it every year, and yet somehow it still sneaks up on us. Tickets being punched, the 5-12 matchup, experience guard play, Cinderellas, Bill Raftery, and of course, the presentation of Jim Nance's tie to the best player. And Dan, just like that, make no mistake about it, March Madness is back.
25 seconds on that one.
Really?
Yeah.
You excited? The madness.
Yeah, a lot of fun.
Holy shit. He is a cheetah. If the reporting is right.
You didn't notice the other guy sprinting.
I had no idea. I wish I had.
You didn't know.
Listen, he still did a 6'1" man.
Uh-huh.
It's the second best time all time.
He is still very fast, yes, but who he was racing against was our show.
It diminishes everything.
There's a guy.
You're right.
There was a guy in long pants running. I'm pretty sure there was a guy in chancletas running.
Mm-hmm. If the reporting is right, Rick Pitino will feel right at home with all that red surrounding him. It's happening.
It is happening.
I'm still finding it hard to believe that after a 4-day darkness retreat to see the light Aaron Rodgers saw was Fireman Ed. What is happening here?
Are you scared? Like, what percentage of you is confident and what percentage of you is feeling like this is going to end and you getting your heart broken in some weirdo fashion?
10% confident, 90% heartbroken.
Really?
Yeah.
Just because he won't just say it. Because
all he has to do is say yes.
One syllable is all you need from Aaron Rodgers to stop this. One syllable.
To a slight restructure. So that's not all he has to do.
Even the St. John's white jerseys will eventually be red. It dawned on me over the weekend why I love March so much. There are more must-win games during this month than the other 11 months combined. March. What a month. Here it is.
We've got a March.
We do. It appears that Aaron Rodgers is waiting on a few friends to join him in New York. In particular, that animal Bakhtiari. Rodgers doesn't go anywhere without that guy, including the bathroom. Watching a documentary about a plane that disappeared while on an actual plane. Dangerous game. Whoa.
Good
boy.
doc.
Did you see that doc?
I've seen the first one of the 3 episode.
Amazing.
I mean,
where'd it go, Dan? Where'd it go? Be honest.
That's what we were all asking in 2014. All the networks were asking that. They were asking it with a great deal of zeal. We still don't know where it went. I'm 1 episode in. I still don't know where it went.
After 3, you still don't know.
Spoiler alert. Chicago Bears, the reason you lift all those weights, run all those sprints, lose all those games is to make that trade. Well done. They are back. The monsters of the Midway. Exciting. Shocking to see St. John's, a Catholic school, hire a vampire to be its head coach. Top 5 schools that would shock me if they hired a vampire. This is number 5, by the way. John Paul, the Great Catholic University. The Cardinals. The Catholic University of America. The Pelicans. Number 3, the University of Mary. The Marauders. Number 2, St. John's. And number 1, College of the Holy Cross. The Crusaders. Here come the Sixers. The good thing is, St. John's will be exciting to watch. Remember, Pitino likes to get a shot off in 15 seconds or less.
Oh.
What happened?
Oh.
What did you do there?
What happened? That's the style he likes to play. to the gentleman who got in the face of Mick Cronin's dad at the Pac-12 championship game. If you are still alive, you won't be for long. Good luck. I mean, Cronin's going to hunt that guy down.
It's going to be like John Wick.
Dan, you know what the P in Pitino stands for?
I do not.
I can't do it. I can't.
You can't do it? What do you mean you can't
Premature. I can't do it.
Do it.
No,
All-time St. Johnstein. Guard, Mark Jackson. 2 guard, Bootsy Thornton. Small forward, Chris Mullen, Mully. Power forward, Walter Berry. And center, a legend, Bill Wennington.
Artest's got to be.
Ron
here.
Artest
Yeah, what's Ron
has to
Artest?
make
My
that.
list.
What about Eric Barkley?
It's my list.
You got to move Barry to the center and
My list.
Okay.
Oh,
One
right.
team went to the Final Four. Lou Carnesecca. It was Chris Mullen, Walter Berry, Bill Wennington. Those 3 are locked in. Locked in. You can
No.
argue the other 2. Those 3 locked
You
in.
got to put Ron Artest.
I
your
didn't
list.
put Willie Glass in there.
It's your list.
Oh, okay, that's a good
Or
point.
Shelton Jones.
It's your list.
His list.
Keep an eye on the Clippers. By the way, Bill Wennington will be able to stick an 8 to 10 foot baseline jumper until the day he dies.
7 days after his death. 7 days after his death, he's still going to be turning around to make.
From the grave.
If you put the coffin 7 feet from the basket, you'd see a basketball fly out of there.
Speaking of coffins, Rick Pitino's been in one for thousands of years.
That is a cheap. That's a cheap. That's a
happened?
cheap vampire joke. You've made enough vampire jokes. You've been making them for too many years.
The Lakers are better without LeBron. De'Aaron King, Weapon X. Dan, you know what the M in Mick Cronin stands for?
Menace.
It stands for March. Rick Pitino's favorite song is Scenes from an Italian Restaurant.
Semen.
Just as long as that restaurant holds the garlic. Aaron Rodgers hosting an LSD convention this summer. He really is my quarterback. I'm so there with him.
That can't
It
be
is
real.
a joke.
That can't be real, right?
That's
Real.
not real. That's not real.
That's got to be against a personal conduct
Not
policy.
hosting.
You can't just do
No.
LSD.
What is he doing? MCing?
He's a guest speaker at a psychedelic convention or something. He's not hosting.
So he's just taking
A
them.
Still
psychedelic
my
ritual.
No, he's
quarterback.
speaking
speaking.
about them.
Yeah.
He's speaking about them. Still your quarterback.
Dan, you know what the A in Aaron stands for?
Ayahuasca.
Acid. Shohei Ohtani. Do it in the postseason.
In the World Baseball Classic.
Ayahuasca starts with an H, by the way, I think. I believe it's a fine. No one hates springing the clocks forward more than Rick Pitino. It's going to be the St. John's coach. I thought Iona, that was it forever.
All he had to do. No,
The
but
Gales.
This is what he had to do, and it's so smart of Pitino because, of course, time is endless for him. He's the undead. He just had to wait for the sport to get as dirty as he is, and then all of a sudden he could
Right at home.
he could just climb right back into the game.
The United employee, Chicago O'Hare, who when I told him to get his shit together, told me, quote, to write that down on the airport report you'll never fill out. Well done, sir.
That man knows
I was
you.
enraged.
That guy knows you. He looked at you and said, go ahead and just write a report. Knew that your rage wasn't going to manifest in you writing it down on paper.
Did one of these. You want my name? Full name? You want it all? Write it in the report. I mean, he made me laugh at a time where I was furious.
He said, how does he know by looking at you
I
that,
have no
that you're
idea.
not going to do the work?
I don't know.
Mike Ryan.
I was threatening to write a report.
Mike Ryan has spent the week threatening his tattoo artist because of $100. We'll
More
get
on
to
that
that
later.
in a second.
You see Jay Wright over the weekend?
and he knew you weren't going to fill out the report. I didn't know CJ Wright.
It's amazing that he knew that.
Was he
like,
just
Dan? I was threatening with a report. He looked at me
and just said, "Go ahead."
and I told him to get his shit together, and he said, "Put that in the report. You'll never write." I mean, this guy. It was like he's known me his entire life.
It's a good retort.
Did you see Jay over the weekend?
I did not. Was he wearing
15 years younger.
an impeccable suit?
I'm telling you, since he stopped coaching, and I learned that he stopped coaching when I saw him on CBS.
What do you mean? He's always looked young, though.
No, this is a different kind of young.
The stress of the job didn't seem to bother him or his
Dan,
appearance at all.
You haven't seen him. I am telling you, he looked
Radiant?
good anyway.
Radiant?
15 years younger. I'm serious.
It's a stressful job.
Death, taxes, and Huggy Bear. It's his time of year.
He's still wearing jumpsuits.
Yeah, I believe he raced against Tyreek Hill over the weekend.
Had no idea.
Finished fourth, surprisingly.
Headband guy.
We have to get on the show. We have to be trying to get on the show some of the people who ran in this race.
Just fourth and fifth place. That's all we
The guy in the pants, the pear-shaped guy in the pants.
Tariq Hill would be nice too.
Yeah, no, I'd rather have the others. I don't want to talk to
Wait,
Tariq
if you had
Hill.
your choice of Tariq Hill or the guy in the
Yes,
pants,
I'd rather have the guy in the pants. I want to talk to the guy who finished fourth wearing pants. Dress pants.
No bigger get.
Slacks, trousers.
Oh God. Had no idea Sean Miller resurfaced with Xavier. Hey, Musketeers, no need to book a second night at the hotel. You'll be checking out Friday. Back. Hey, bosses, when your employees call you up Thursday morning saying they're sick, I promise you, they feel fine. Here come the Pens.
Really?
I don't know. The mere thought of Mick Cronin and Eric Musselman meeting in the Elite Eight with a chance to go to the Final Four makes me nervous. Can you imagine?
It's like when David West and Udonis Haslam had their face-to-face in the playoffs, and we all got a little scared.
Didn't Musselman leave the court this weekend like yelling curses and like elbowing
That's what he does.
a camera and a photographer leaving the court?
That's Thursday.
And Cronin's hunting someone down right now.
He is. He's hunting down someone and their father.
Has anyone heard from Zion Williamson?
Did Cronin just leave the press conference? Did Cronin leave the press conference because he just heard? Did he end the press conference early because he heard someone was taunting his father? Is that what the reported details are on
Would you
this
be
story?
surprised? I mean,
He just ended a press conference early to hunt down someone who had taunted his father.
Rick Pitino is non-living proof that if you stay dead long enough, anything is possible.
It's just such an easy, good, bad joke.
I was so
That
excited.
you just
Here's the rub. I love St. John's. The Johnnies.
But you just love the perpetual resurrections of the undead vampire Rick Pitino.
Hopefully, Mick Cronin is done beating the hell out of the guy who got in his dad's face in time to coach UCLA's game on Thursday. Speaking of hell, Art Briles. Dan, those are the weekend observations.
We have